wake the Baptist cry announces that the Lord is nigh. Awake and hearken, for he brings glad tidings of the King of Kings.
In the mid-1990s, as apartheid was coming to a close here in South Africa, Archbishop Desmond Tutu asked our community, the Order of the Holy Cross, to consider opening a community here in South Africa and founding one here. And what he said to us was that among the many sins of apartheid philosophy, perhaps the greatest one was the breakdown of community. And the reason that he asked us to do it was he said, who better than Benedictine monks to teach community just by the way they live? And so when we came here, that was our goal. And the core of that building community for us is prayer. That's what monks do. That's the center of our life and the center of the way we build community.
Because you sent your beloved Son to redeem us from sin and death, and to make us heirs in him of everlasting life, that when he shall come again in power and great triumph to judge the world, we may without shame or fear rejoice to behold his appearing. Therefore we praise you, joining our voices with angels and archangels and with all the company of heaven, who forever sing this hymn to proclaim the glory of your name.
O indwele,
Indwele, indwele, indwele, così coemi, così.
indwele,
Indwele, indwele, indwele, così coemi, così.
Save us from the time of trial, and deliver us from evil. For the kingdom, the power, and the glory are yours, now and forever. Amen.
To my mind, I have to go back to when I was a postulant and a novice and looking for something to hang my hat on in terms of stability. And I think that was helpful to me and in people coming to this life. This rhythm that we follow every day to give a sense of structure to our lives and to our days. And then, since the context in which we live, there's so much that takes our attention away from what we really want to be and want to do. It is good to come back 5 times a day to what we do and what we do best, to pray.
What guests most need when they come to spend time here is space and time to just be. And the interesting thing about that is that they often don't know that that's what they need. They think that what they need is a lot of input, maybe some answers for the problems in their lives. But what they really need is to be still and to be open to themselves and maybe to God. And there's just a sense of entering into a calmness, a quietness that moves inside them. And that's deeply moving.
Our intention was only to set up the community, establish our way of life, which is based on the horarium of prayer, and to, as one of our brothers said, see what came down the driveway toward us. And what came down the driveway were enormous numbers of children.
In 2011, they started building down here. It made a huge difference to the kids, really, because, you know, the problem is these kids are staying in farm and they are far away from schools, and there are no schools now around the farms. So they were supposed to go and stay with their relatives in Grahamstown in order to go to school. So it made a huge difference in their lives to stay at home and go back to school.
I've been a teacher for 40 years and was very excited when the brothers offered me the job of principal here, because it's an innovative space. And what's great about Holy Cross is that we take children from a very challenged environment and background, and we offer them education of the highest standard, and to see the changes that happen in children's lives and the positive outcomes it has, and to arrive here in the mornings and just know you've got children who are happy to come here every day.
I came here for my practicals for about 5 weeks, and I was blown away at how amazing the school was. It was my second TP, teaching practice, and I had done one at one of the schools in the township where I had 49 learners in grade 1. And I came here and I was like, whoa! Because after 5 weeks of teaching 49 kids, you walk away feeling like you haven't touched anyone. Like I felt like it was so superficial, like I didn't connect with anyone. So then I came here for my second TP, and I was, like I said, blown away. And I was like, yo, guys, do you have work for me here? And I fell in love with the vision of the school, with what they were doing and offering to isiXhosa speakers in the rural areas as well, you know.
It's awesome to work with a team. I enjoy the challenge of it being a Xhosa environment, because Xhosa children on average are disadvantaged right throughout the Eastern Cape, simply because they are attending schools that don't have the same standard of education. And we have that support from the brothers that make it possible for us to do as much as we can.
The impact of the community, of the brothers here in Grahamstown, has been huge in my life. I think without meeting them, I don't know what the outcomes of my life would have been. The chances of me getting into Rhodes University, very, very, very slim. So it is my wish that the scholarship continues, so that kids who come from poor backgrounds with potential can also gain access to good quality education. Thank you.
When I'm big, I want to be a doctor and help people. I want to be the teacher because I want to help children. I want to be a lawyer and I want to help somebody. I want to become the teacher because the teachers help children. When I'm big, I want to be a teacher because the teachers get some more money. I want to be an astronaut because an astronaut goes to a planet that he wants to go. And in a rocket, there are 3 people. And they get out of the rocket and put the flag in the middle of the moon.
I would invite people to join in the effort to support our monastery and to support our school, because it's a way to build up the world. We are in this together, and no one could do it alone, but together we can make a difference. And I would love for people, a lot of people, to join us in that work.
Will you